Ba yan? Ang mahal naman dito.
Mahal ba? Pero may tanong pa ako sa'yo. Alam mo ba kung anong food security?
Hindi, ano yun?
So let me explain. As said, food security exists when all people at all times have access to adequate, safe, and nutritious food to meet their dietary needs and food preferences for an active and healthy life. Meaning to say, ang food security ang pagkakaroon ng kakayahan to have means of accessing the wants and needs of a person to give them a better life. Moreover, it has 4 dimensions, which includes, first, the food access. It is the access to adequate resources to acquire a healthy and nutritious diet, so having the money to buy goods and having a healthy meal 3 times a day. So like eating this bread. Yummy! Second, the food use. The use of food through adequate diet, clean water, and healthcare to reach the state of a healthy well-being. Like this drink, refreshing. The third one is availability. Of course, this addresses the supply side of food security and determined by the level of production, stock levels, and net rate. This is significant to food security as it acts on individual by modulating the rate at which they acquire caloric resources. Number 4 and the last is stability. Is to be more secured in terms of food. A population, household, or individual must have access to adequate food at all times. Moving on, we will now having the global food security, issues, interventions, and public policy implications. Global food security situation and outlook remains delicately imbalanced amid surplus food production and the prevalence of hunger, due to complex interplay of social, economic, and ecological factors. However, the future prediction states that there will be a food gap, especially in agriculture, mainly in areas of Africa and Asia, which having ongoing food security issues.
Global food security means delivering the sufficient food to the entire world population. Over the years, the rapid growth of population occurred, and so is the climate change and the demand for biofuels. These are the major environmental problems, especially the natural destruction such as the deforestation, industrial fishing contributed to a significant destruction of marine life and ecosystems. In order for these problems to lessen, the government shall incorporate cross-cutting issues such as energy security, resource reuse and recovery, social protection programs, and involving civil society in food policy, making processes by promoting food sovereignty.
The aim of food security is to ensure that everyone has enough good quality food to lead a healthy life. But it is the challenge of food security to feed the 9 billion people by 2050. In today, the demand for food is 60%. The means of global food security is to deliver sufficient food to the entire world population. India is the second biggest producer of fruit and vegetables. India ranked third of the world's malnourished children who live in India. Ito ang patunay na hindi porket mayaman at maunlad na ang isang bansa ay busog na ang mamamayan nito.
Another challenges that encounter in our environment is a decline of the availability of the fresh water. The degradation of soil or desertification, decline in the water supply. Some of the poorest areas around the globe experience a water-related problem. The destructions of water ecosystem may lead to the creation of the climate refuges that are possibly displaced due to the climate change. Through climate change, it affects water access for the people around the world.
Pollution is one of the biggest problems in our society. It can indeed be a contributing factor to food scarcity. Ultimately, global warming poses a threat to the global supply of food as well as to human health. It is important to implement sustainable practices such as reducing industrial emissions, implementing effective waste management systems, and transitioning to cleaner energy sources. These measures can help mitigate pollution, protect ecosystems, and ensure sufficient food production for current and future generations.
to seek sustainable solutions to end hunger in all its forms by 2030 and to achieve food security. So the aim is to ensure that everyone, everywhere has enough good quality food to lead a healthy life. Achieving this goal will require better access to food and the widespread promotion of sustainable agriculture. So this entails improving the productivity and incomes of small-scale farmers by promoting equal access to land, technology, and markets. Sustainable food production systems and resilient agricultural practices, it also requires increased investments through international cooperations to bolster the productive capacity of agriculture in developing countries. So agriculture can help reduce poverty, raise incomes, and improve food security for 80% of the world's poor who live in rural areas and work mainly in farming. So the World Bank Group is leading financier of agriculture.